Hey everyone, this week we're going to do a video. Lisa was doing some research on long-term food storage, and she wanted to see if she could buy the same stuff and how much cheaper it would be. Granted, the long-term food storage stuff it's got that 20-year shelf life, or up to 25 years, all of that. But, this stuff, we wanted to see what the price was. So I'm basically going to hand this over to Lisa. I don't really know what's in there.
You don't know what's in here.
No, I don't know anything. So
you're going to be surprised.
Yep. So I'll hand it over to you and let you explain what we're going to do. And I guess I'll just hold stuff since we're just sitting here on the couch.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. I'm sure you've seen it, and I know people out there have seen it or heard the ads that, get your long-term food storage and you can get 2 weeks worth of food for sometimes on special for like $75. Some places it's $100, so $99.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided I wanted to make my own food storage bin and see how much it would cost. Now, the one that I was comparing to, it was $75, and that was 2 weeks worth of food, 1,500 calories a day. And that was only for one person, and that was $75 for the 2 weeks. So I broke that down, and that's in the article that I wrote. So that's over on the Survivalist Prepper website.
I'll leave a link below this video.
But I wanted to do it for us and like making something long-term food storage, but maybe not quite as long-term because this won't last 25 years. But it's like we always say, eat what you store and store what you eat. So that's what I made.
It's one of those, what do you have more of, time or money type things. And like we always say, there's no one size fits all for food storage. So
no.
It's not saying don't go out and buy that. But it's saying if you're wanting to save some money, this is a good option for you.
Maybe look at some other options. And so to start with, this is enough food for at least probably minimum of 2 weeks, more likely closer to 4 weeks for two of us. So that's what I'm going to show you.
All in here.
All in here. And the thing is, when you're doing long-term food storage like this, or, you want to store some food, this is not, you're going to eat from here, 24/7, unless, of course, if it's an emergency. But this is like going to complement the food that you already have, or if you have a garden, or it can help get you through if you're having, some tough times. So to start with, I wanted to get one of the bins that they have
Plastic
advertised.
Sterilite bin.
Yep. And this one is $9.48 at Walmart. So let's look inside.
There's $10.
And I still have all the stuff in bags. So this is really cool. It's Chipotle beef. It's like a soup mix, so you can put it in your crock pot.
Interesting.
And then I got some blueberry muffin mix. That's 3 of them. And each of these is, I think it's 3 servings. So that's 9 servings of food. So you could make muffins with this, or you could make blueberry pancakes.
And this is basically good for 2 years.
Yeah.
So probably 3.
Probably.
But this is stuff you could use on a regular basis too, and just replenish it.
Absolutely. But that's what's so cool about everything that I got. It's all shelf-stable food. No, it's not going to last 25 years, but it will last at least 2 years. And you have to have potatoes, right? Potatoes, instant potatoes are easy.
I'd figured it'd have like 10 of these, but yeah.
But what's nice about having this size is this is would be for one meal for the 2 of us. So you could get, a big box of potatoes, but those fit easier and they're like single serving.
And these are only good for a year, but that's what it says. I don't know why they wouldn't be. I mean, it's just flakes, so.
And this is another one of those mixes that I got.
Tuscan style white beans.
Yep, that looked good. It looks really good. And I think this was like $2.50, and it feeds 8 people.
I don't see an expiration on this, but a year.
A year.
We've got to kind of go through them because this is going to be an hour video. If we
Okay,
don't.
put that one back down because that's just more mashed potatoes.
Oh, probably the same thing. More taters.
More taters. And this is a variety pack of instant oatmeal. So, serves lots of people.
Yeah.
Any expiration date?
2020. So, late 2020. So, 2 years.
2 years, that's good. These are just fun, and I love these.
Rice
But
or pasta?
They're rice, but they're different flavored rices. So you have herb and butter, cheddar cheese and broccoli.
Same thing, about 2 years.
And there's one of those fancy soup mixes. Now, I like to buy those soup mixes. You can get them from Augustin Farms. They have them in like the number 10 cans, and then they have the smaller cans. But these are just nice and they're easy, and I think they last pretty long, don't they?
2 years. And that's the best buy.
Yeah.
So none of this stuff is going to go bad. So even if it's 3 years and I'm starving, I'm eating it. I'm trying it. I'm testing it on one of the kids.
And then you're going to try it?
Yeah.
See if it tastes good?
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I got these because I just wanted to see what they were. And these are, they're fancy craft ramen noodles. So it was misleading because I bought these on Walmart.com and then I went and picked it up. But it said it was like 10 packages and it wasn't. These are only 2 packages.
Now this says early 2020, but again, ramen noodle.
But you know, that's what's cool with ramen noodles because I got a bunch of them. Yeah, they're ramen noodles. Okay, ramen noodles aren't the best for you, but if you don't have anything to eat and you're hungry, these are cheap and they taste good.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best buy?
A year.
A year.
Yep.
Okay, so in that kit they had like 20 servings of pancakes. So I'm sure it's like a pancake mix. So I bought pancake mix and you just have to add water to that.
Now I know we've had some, this better say more than a year
It's on the
because
top.
Late 2020, so about 2 years. We've had some that we've used that's pretty damn old, so best buy or not.
Yeah. And to go along with my Hungry Jack buttermilk pancakes, I want to have syrup. So I bought some syrup.
And this probably doesn't have well, I'm sure it has a best buy, but this, once it starts to crystallize and all that, I don't think it necessarily goes bad. Syrup
June 5th of 20.
But syrup is kind of like honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may get crystallized, but it's
not gonna kill you.
Mold up on you or anything.
No, because none of that stuff. You don't have to refrigerate that either. It can stay stored. And of course, you gotta have rice.
I think rice's best buy is about 2 years. This says a year. I know for a fact because we use it all the time.
Yeah.
We've got 3-year-old rice.
And we use it.
Yeah, not packaged like this. It's in the actual buckets. But once I open the bucket up, it takes about 6 months to empty out a 5-gallon bucket. So
yeah.
So yeah, it lasts for a while.
So then, of course, I got different flavors of ramen.
More ramen noodles.
More ramen. But what's neat with ramen is, yes, it's ramen noodles, but if you have a garden where you have fresh vegetables, or if you have like ham or something, you can add that into it and you can turn ramen noodles into a meal. Okay, so now, those are a year?
2 years.
2 years. Okay, so now give me this stuff back.
Give you everything?
Yeah, because I want to pack it in here and see if we can make it all fit in here.
Now, the one thing that's lacking in all this is there's some, I mean, you're not going to get a complete diet out of something like this.
No.
But the one thing that sticks out to me is the meat.
Yes.
You got to have meat, and there's no meat. So that would be something, I guess if you're looking just to have food for a week or two, not a huge deal.
Right.
I mean, you're going to have to supplement your protein somehow, but it's just a week or two, not a huge deal with the vitamins and minerals and all that stuff. But a longer term type situation, you're not going to want to live off this for like a year or so.
No, absolutely not. But like I said, the main reason I did this was to see, number one, if I could do it and find out and see how much it would cost me to put together one of these kits. Okay, now I need the lid.
Oh, yeah. I bet you if I organize the whole thing, I'd get it to fit.
I bet you would too. Guess how much all of that cost me?
The long-term food stuff is $75, right?
Right.
I would say,
and that's for one person for 2 weeks.
I'd say $50.
You're close. $45, and that includes the container, and that is enough food, like I said, for two of us for a minimum of 2 weeks, probably closer to 3 or 4, depending on how busy you are, because if you're really busy, you're not going to be eating as much. But that...
So the $35, you're basically paying for that long term.
Right.
That, that 25-year shelf life.
Yep.
But if it's something that, you're going to get into all the time, maybe the kids get into it, it'd be something maybe you'd want to put a sheet in here, an inventory worksheet that explains what's in here, and then you can go through it and figure out, what got ripped off out of it, what got stolen, or, get a few of these and just load them up. And when it's full, it's full, and when it's not, you go get some more crap and load it up again.
Yep. Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah, exactly. And they're easy to stack, easy to store.
And they're not, that's why I like the smaller one too.
It fit under a bed.
Fits under a bed, and it's not too heavy. So, because you have the larger, storage containers.
You put so much crap in it.
Yeah, they get really heavy. This makes it more manageable, so you can't put so much stuff in it.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for this video. If you guys have any ideas or comments about what else we could put in here, I think with the meat and stuff, we probably have to get some dehydrated meat or something like that. We gotta have that stuff. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and like canned
eggs
chicken
and stuff,
and eggs. Yeah, but you can get your canned meats and stuff, and then the meats that you've actually canned yourself from, like, that you've processed.
Yeah, one size doesn't fit all with food storage. If you're a canner or anything like that, I mean, you just kind of mix and match. But I think it's good to have a whole number of things: your pantry foods, your long-term food, your home, DIY stuff, your canning and dehydrating and all that stuff. So
yep.
Anyway, I appreciate it, everyone. Make sure and subscribe to the channel below, and we will talk to y'all later.